You know Apple. I know Apple. Come on, everyone knows Apple. So Apple has planned to host an event on September 8. Will be most likely an online event due to the pandemic. And the purpose of this event will be Apple will introduce its next in line brand new 5G iPhone models, iPhone 12 or whatever they end up being called, the new Apple Watch and a couple of other products too. In this video, we'll be talking about the brand new braided Type-C cable, the quad cam setup, the A14 Bionic chipset, and also the relaunching of AirPower. And that's more. So stay tuned for latest developments. Hopefully iPhone 12, well, let's keep this name iPhone 12 for understanding, for we don't know what this thing will be called. This will have 5G chipset and also speculated to have A14 Bionic processor made by Apple itself. We have seen ProMotion on iPad Pro, which will not likely be on iPhone 12. I don't know why, but maybe Apple has thought the world is not ready for it yet. ProMotion offers a few advantages, including smoother movement of items on screen when engaged at 120Hz refresh rate. Yeah, it's that simple. It was actually believed and hoped that iPhone 12 will be having ProMotion, but unfortunately, it may not be. And even if they provide ProMotion on iPhone 12 Pro, it will be deactivated until there is another software update. And the tipster also reveals iPhone 12 will be having thinner bezels than iPhone 11 and will not be giving up on its traditional wide notch. And let's look what's going on at the back of the phone. iPhone 12 will be having 4 cameras. I know what you might be possibly thinking right now. iPhone 11 had 2 cams, iPhone 11 Pro had 3, and iPhone 12 will obviously have 4 cams. You don't need an underground tipster leaking such details. A child with minimum common sense can do that. Well, bear with me, there's more. We'll also be witnessing the improvement in camera. There is a confirmation that iPhone 12 will be having an improved autofocus and optical image stabilization. And also a rumor that iPhone 12 will be adapting periscopic zooming capabilities. iPhone will be using a braided Type-C cable. Apple has been experimenting on it for a while now. This will prevent the cable from wearing off too quickly, and I'm sure it will be in the box with iPhone 12. Speaking of the box, Max Weinbach also reveals that you will get a lighter, thinner box with iPhone 12. This will probably increase the storage space to transport iPhones. So, more iPhones can be transported on a single trip, thus contributing for a minimal amount of carbon footprint. Apple cares, but will be heavy on our pockets. Apple will probably avoid adding power bricks inside the box. You will have to buy it separately. Well, who cares even if you don't? Now let's come to the battery. Speaking about the battery, this is where it gets disappointing. A great phone, a great camera, and all the specs boils down to this point, the very foundation of every phone. The leaks suggest Apple will be having 3687 milliamps battery. This is far less that of the first leak and even less than that of iPhone 11 Pro, which has 3969. It's a letdown by Apple, but don't let your hopes down. These are just leaks. Maybe Apple will surprise us with a bigger battery. With this battery levels, the reverse charging anticipated on iPhone 12 is out of question, not happening. At least not with these tiny batteries in place. iPhone 12 is anticipated to have a RAM of 6GB. iPhone is likely to have Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, which will do away with scratches. A major setback on iPhones nowadays. iPhone 12 will have iOS 14, the latest lineup in iOS series, and a tipster from Twitter confirms that Apple will be having a launch event on the last week of October for iPad Pro and MacBook models that will be having an in house processor, meaning Apple has severed its ties with Intel and AMD. They have planned to make all the chips by themselves. A good decision or a wise decision, who knows? And Apple has also planned to launch AirPower, a wireless charging pad. It's worthy to note that this was cancelled back in March last year. So, these are the leaks I promised. What was interesting? What gave you a shock? Which one was a letdown? Do mention it in the comments below. Apple has begun manufacturing its top in line iPhone 11 in India. I have made a separate video on it. Do check it out. I will leave the link on the top right hand corner. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting. The name is Sanosh, this is Starboy, and I'll catch you in the next one.